So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology. Welcome to my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra unboxing. Now, this phone right here, I actually got it on the pre-order, so you're looking at this review from a customer's perspective, just like you. A lot of people are going to be getting their orders. I did get the green color. I know the burgundy is kind of the main color you're seeing on the ads, but yo, I like the green. I like the green from the 11 Pro Max a couple years ago, so I went with the green here. You can see right there, Galaxy S22 Ultra. I'm pretty much all sides here. I'm going to go ahead and use this just to make this easier really quickly, and we're going to get right into the box. Now, I'm pretty sure you might have seen this already, but you definitely haven't seen it from this channel. So there we go, Galaxy S22 Ultra. Ooh, that was a nice peel. They got the peel game down strong. Let's go ahead and see if there's any plastic on the front. There sure is. Give you one little peel action right there. We're gonna go ahead and boot this up, and I'm just gonna give you my first impressions right away. I haven't really did any reviews. I haven't looked at any reviews. Feeling is a mashup between Galaxy Note 20 Ultra and S21 Ultra right here, you can see, but mostly feeling more like a Note. You could see that they do have the S Pen right down there housed inside the body. Definitely feeling quite nice, similar to what we've seen on the Galaxy Note series. Not as large as the S Pen that was available for the Galaxy S21 Ultra as a side piece. Now over here you can see within the box you'll also get your SIM card tool, warranty guides. See this green color, definitely quite nice. I would say it's a little bit bluish. It looks like it's got a little bit of a blue tinge to it, maybe like a turquoise green. So if you're into turquoise, you might really like this color as well. So you'll see that they don't have a camera housing around this no more like they had on the Note 20 Ultra as well as the S21 Ultra. The camera's just kind of stuck on there. And if we take a look at those cameras, they do raise up off the body just a little bit. They're not flush, but man, look at the shine. Definitely premium right there. This is definitely Samsung's best right here for sure. You'll see right there, we got the SIM card tray right there with no expandable storage. So some Samsung power users are probably not going to like that. You're going to have to pay for more. Prior Note had expandable memory, so that's kind of a bummer right there. But you'll see the power and volume rockers are right here on the right side. So quite nice there for the phone itself. Okay, so right off the bat, before we talk about anything else, I just got to tell you, I'm getting these vibes right away. Galaxy Note 20 Ultra vibes. So if you had this phone, and I will be doing a full comparison, you basically already had the S22 Ultra, a little bit older, but definitely already similar design right here. So definitely this is the vibe I'm getting right away. Feels almost identical, just slightly, it feels slightly thicker, a little bit heavier, a little bit beefier, but overall not much different. We do have a camera housing here. If you like that squared edge design from Samsung, you will definitely love the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Had a premium Samsung phone in the past couple of years as well. You already know kind of what to expect. This feels identically premium. They are saying that it's Gorilla Glass Victus Plus as well as some armor shield, a little bit more protective against scratches and drops. As they do that pretty much every year, they typically improve the phone itself. But I gotta say, one thing I'm also enjoying about this device is that, again, we have now the S Pen in the body. You know, if you're used to using the S Pen, you wanna go ahead and have it go right inside, because a lot of times you got to use a thicker case on the S21 Ultra, or you would have to, you know, just leave it behind because you don't want to lose it or something like that. So having it back inside of the body itself is awesome. We'll go through all these features in the full review, but the S Pen feels like what we're used to from a Note device. It's got the little click mechanism, so if you're a little bit stressed out or something, you gotta, you know, relieve some stress, you go ahead and click that right there. No big problem whatsoever. I always like to take a look at the wallpapers in the unboxing video, and you could see right here, we got quite a few wallpapers going on here for the Note. They improved this. You know, they always give you a new set every year, and these are going to be the ones for this year. Kind of got different colors depending on the color or choice you go with for this phone. So there's one for pretty much any color you choose of your Note device, which does come in. It also comes in some sky blue color, graphite, and red. Those are exclusive colors you'll have to order at Samsung.com. Not sponsored, but just letting you know if you're wondering about that. Green, I got right here. They have the Phantom Black, and they have white as well, but a nice set of wallpapers. I will change just the gestures if you're wondering, Nick, bro, what the heck are you leaving the buttons on there for? It's because this is how it comes right out the box. You'll have to put the gestures on yourself. Now, right out of the box, you're going to get One UI 4.1 with Android 12. So definitely going to have the Material U, where you can use the different color palettes with your wallpapers, and a lot more going on for Android 12. We'll get more into the details, but really you have the Samsung skin over the top of Android like you're used to. And one thing I missed about the Note series is just its width. The S21 series has more of a narrow display. This has got that more of that notepad feel, like it's got that wider display. So if you do like to write with your S Pen, or if you're into consuming media, you know, in landscape mode, for example, watching videos and stuff like that, you'll definitely enjoy that. I actually have to turn that on in home screen settings. So you'll have to go down here, rotate to landscape. But if you enjoy doing stuff like this, split screen, things like that, this is a boss device for you for sure. You'll definitely really enjoy this one, probably more than the more narrow aspect ratio devices out there. Now, what do I think about the overall weight of the phone? I think it's well balanced. There is some weight up at the top. It feels a little bit top heavy versus the lower part of the phone's a little bit lighter. But overall, you can feel that 5,000 milliamp hour battery in there. Definitely a huge battery. And if you do pre-order this phone, you can get something like this, the 45-watt power adapter, which this phone supports 45-watt fast charging. It's pretty amazing. Quite a nice overall charging package and a large battery. I'll have to look more into it as I use the phone to see how the battery actually performs. Now, one thing also to note about this display is that it's not going to crank up here unless we trigger that, but 1750 nits of brightness. I will get my lux meter out before, you know, I do the full review, and I will test to see what you can get usable. But I'm pretty sure in sunlight, this is going to be probably the brightest display on the market. It looks absolutely gorgeous. But that's not to say that previous Samsung displays didn't look gorgeous. Again, if you've already had an S21, Note 20 Ultra, this is not a major step up. It's more like what you're used to, a really beautiful, vibrant display from Samsung themselves. So definitely really nice. And one thing to note too about this display, since it's basically the main thing a lot of people care about with the Note series having the biggest, baddest display on the market, this thing right here definitely gets between 1 and 120 hertz. So definitely it does have that adaptive refresh to help you go ahead and save battery when not needed, but also keep it smooth pretty much all the time. And this is like, man, this is such a far cry away from Samsung of years ago. They're so smooth now. It's absolutely incredible how fast and smooth these devices perform. If you already have, like I say, if you already have any current Samsung phone, there's not really much to talk about here with the software. Pretty much all the recent Samsung phones got updated to One UI 4, so this is nothing too fresh or new, just the new wallpapers and stuff. But you'll have the total S Pen suite in here. That'll be a total new upgrade here. But I mean, if you love the Samsung experience, there's not much to talk about here. You're gonna have a blast with this phone. It's a really feature-packed, really advanced set of features here. It takes a little bit more setup than something like a Pixel or an iPhone, but definitely if you're looking for all the features you can get in one package, your overall beast mode phone that does everything, this is probably the best you can get. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the cameras here. We do have a 4-camera setup, still have that 100 times zoom, a couple of telephoto lenses, as well as your standard wide lens on here. Those come in at pretty high overall resolutions. One hits 108 megapixels, so that's pretty sweet. And then of course you have your flash over here. So a lot, look at that. I mean, that's like a pro setup right there in your pocket. A lot going on right here. Let me bring in my little Android guy. I broke his antennas. He fell on the floor. But let me go ahead and go over here and check this out. So you're gonna have that dual pixel AF, so you know that focus is gonna be sweet. Go into the ultra wide and you should get a macro mode. Yes, you do. You get a nice macro mode in the ultra wide. You're gonna get that 3x, that 10x optical zooming as well. I'm taking these out tomorrow and taking them to the test. It's only gonna be 20 degrees here in the Shy, but definitely gonna go ahead and do that anyway. But the camera results right off the bat look pretty nice. You know, it's like, don't most phones look pretty nice these days though? So it's kind of like hard to really judge it until I take it out and compare it side by side with some other phones. Let me know which phones you want to see it compared to. You can see right here, front facing camera, 40 megapixels, looks really natural, very real. This looks pretty impressive so far. Let me go ahead and take a look at what we can do on the front. We can do UHD 60 on the front, ultra smooth recording. Man, I might make some videos on this thing. It looks pretty amazing there on the front. If we go over here to more, look at the feature setup. I mean, this is not a full review, so we're not gonna go through each one, but I mean, just take a look at all of these things you can do in here. There is a lot on offer for this phone, portrait mode as well. So I mean, it's loaded. This thing is absolutely loaded with the features in the camera. It's going to be a blast to check it out. They supposed to have a much improved night mode with this camera setup. I will be taking it out to test that out as well. Another thing to note about this phone is as the first 4nm CPU in a mainstream flagship phone, like it's supposed to be ridiculous fast. However, benchmarks are showing that Apple's A15 is still a bit quicker. I will run them through a test with the speed test. So stay subscribed, stay tuned for that. But this 4nm Snapdragon in this phone I have right here should be great competition for the best out there. So that's it. There's not much more to talk about. You've probably seen this phone already. I wanted to give you my first thoughts, show you the color I went with. It's a clean Galaxy Note-like device here with an infusion of the S naming scheme, as well as some of what the S offered, like the best camera Samsung could throw on a phone. Before, the Note always had like a little bit less better cameras than the S series, but now you have the best cameras, the S Pen, the squared body, and if you want that curvy design, they still have the S22 Plus and S22. Didn't order those yet. Let me know if you want to see those as well to be reviewed. So let's take a look at some of these different phones compared to it. We already looked a little bit at the Note. Well, look again, you could see pretty similar overall design. If you have this is going to be a very tough decision to decide if you want to upgrade. You might want to wait. You might want to wait if you have the Note 20 Ultra. It's still a very good phone and it's very similar to this. And definitely, it's probably not going to be life-changing, but if you want to try something new or get a new upgrade, then you'll still enjoy this if you've enjoyed the Note 20 Ultra. S21 Ultra is going to be down to the personal preference and ergonomics. Which one do you like the way they feel in the hand, the curvy sides? Did you really enjoy the S22 Ultra's camera setup, but you wanted that S Pen in the body? This is the move to upgrade to here, the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Definitely very different shapes, but pretty similar overall packages and what they offer. Now, the Google Pixel 6 Pro is going to be an awesome alternative option to save you some money. I mean, you're getting that similar S22 Ultra vibe here with the squared edges, a unique camera bar design, and this phone feels quite similar in terms of the premium factor. So if you want to save some cash, get some pretty good update support with Google's, own phone here and an amazing night sight camera on board, definitely consider the Google Pixel 6 Pro. This can be high on your list if you're looking for a premier Android device. And for all of you waiting, probably the one you think is the biggest competition to the Galaxy S22 Ultra, the iPhone 13 Pro Max. We'll have to see what the 14 Pro Max brings later this year. But yeah, definitely I think the 13 Pro Max still hangs there with it. It's still got just as premium as a feel of the phone. These feel very similar with the back casings, having the Boss status cameras. The stainless steel edges feel almost the same as the edges on the Galaxy S22 Ultra. However, I will say that their shapes are very different. This is more of a little bit of a curve on the edge. Over here, a flatter display. We'll have to do the full comparisons, the speed test camera stuff with these, so stay tuned, keep it locked. All right, guys, and here is one of the best parts about pre-ordering a Samsung device here like the S22 Ultra. Yeah, all of this stuff, do you see all these cases right here that came with this phone in the mail today? These are all free. I didn't pay for any of them. They just came with the purchase of the phone. That's insane because some of these cases are 50, 60, 35, 40 when they're off sale. So getting these cases included with your phone is one of the best reasons to order a Samsung phone there. So we'll start with the S View flip cover. Definitely one of my favorites. It has the window, so it allows you to get a peek at the time. You'll see it's microfiber line to keep your baby protected right there. Very classy, Boss status, very clean. Let's go ahead and put it in there. Very businessy looking. We'll check the time right there, and there you go. That is the S View flip cover. Definitely got more of that bossy vibe. So if you're just like, I got work to do, close it up, I'll get to you later. Definitely this is the case for you. Next up, let's take a look at this blue protective standing cover here. So this one essentially has a kickstand for you guys to go ahead and put your phone and prop it up in different positions. Now I went with this blue because I think this color will complement this pretty nicely. So you can see, quite nice right there. Definitely got more of a rugged feel. So if you don't want to drop your Samsung phone, you want to keep it nice and protected, good to go. The kickstands on these cases have never been super sturdy. They're really designed for landscape, so don't put it like this. It'll just pop right off. Or you can go like that to go ahead and hold it up as well. So pretty nice right there for the blue protective standing cover right there. So not only does it protect your phone, but it does keep it, you know, stood up if you wanted to. Now these are more for people who want to hold their phone in their hand quite a bit. The silicone cover with a strap for the S22 Ultra. I went with the white and green, and then we'll show you the blue one in a minute. All right, so here's the case right here. You'll see the strap right there. So let's go ahead and put the phone in the strap right here. Get up in here. And then you'll see, there we go. So it does say 22 Samsung. Definitely trying to flex with that logo right there. So if you like more of a stylish case, you might enjoy this one right here. But you can go ahead and put your hand in there like that. You can loosen it up as well. My hand's a little big for that, but you don't like dropping your phone, you're holding it a lot. This would be a nice case for you right here. And silicone too, so quite nice. It does make these cameras look quite good as well, as it does flatten them out a bit. So very nice. Still got the traffic light feel going on for Samsung devices. Let's go. The next one is just another protective standing cover. This is the white one here on the green body right there. You can see, there we go. So we got a little bit of white and green action going right there. Nice setup. Rugged grips here on the side, just like the blue one. So this is a grippy, sturdy feeling case right here. Very nice overall. Definitely goes probably better with the white phone, but hey, I wanted to pick a few cases, different colors, mix it up. You know how it goes. You have the blue with the orange strap, giving me some Fighting Illini vibes. You can see right there, 22 Ultra right there. Definitely quite nice overall. I do like these silicone strap cases. They got this very like casual everyday feel to them. So if you're into holding your phone quite a bit, you'll probably like these silicone strap cases. But if you're all business, I think you're gonna really enjoy the S View flip cover right here for the Galaxy Note. Did I just say the Galaxy Note? The Galaxy S22 Ultra. Also, one thing I forgot to mention too is that this phone gives you 256 gig storage for the price of $128 if you order it before Friday. In addition to that, you have to get the 256 gig model at least to get yourself the full 12 gigs of RAM, which is the one I recommend. Also, I didn't show it next to the Z Fold. The Z Fold 3 is a lot thicker than the Galaxy S22 Ultra, so a much thicker phone here. When opened, it also does present you with a little bit of a bigger display. However, it might not be as practical for some of you because if you're not into folding and the awkward feel sometimes of a foldable phone, very different feeling phone, but also Samsung's best camera setup on a phone right now. So if you want the best camera setup, really long battery life, this is the move. So that's it for me for the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra unboxing first impressions. Let me know what you want to see going forward on this one. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Nick here. Be sure to be well and peace.